What now? Any contingency plans?
You're asking me?
Of course I'm asking you. You're that child's mechanic. You know it inside and out. Think about how to solve this problem.
The logic core is already corrupted. I can't command it.
Pull yourself together. Now's not the time to be pessimistic.
Careful. That mech's attacks are growing in intensity.
Are there any software vulnerabilities we can exploit? Any hardware damage, emergency protocols, module defects? Think quick!
Run.
What's that?
Run! Just run! I admit it. I plagiarized your data framework. I just built a simulation layer over the top of the base structure. I don't know how to deal with this situation. Let's run. Our weapons aren't enough to deal with it, and it will only get more dangerous as it corrupts.
So what about your mission then? What about the 3 Gates reps?
I'll explain things to them and let this crazy piece of metal fend for itself. And we can still call up the HIA to come take care of it.
What kind of joke is that?
Ah!
I've never heard Grace roar like that. So scary.
Why can't we run away? Anyone with common sense would do the same. We're facing an experimental weapon that's out of control, and our only control tool is broken. That's it. Let's leave things up to public security or the HIA. It's totally reasonable. I know what you're thinking. You just won't give up on that mech. You want to save it like it's a person, but this obsession with machinery is fanaticism. Why are you making me stay with you?
Enough with all your nonsense. Leaving problems behind for someone else to handle. You're just shirking your obligations. You're that child's mechanic. It's your responsibility to deal with it. Run away? Have you thought about how many other people would be risking their lives because you neglected your duty?
Betty's shrewd expression gradually collapses beneath the anger of Grace's rebuke. It takes her a few seconds to squeeze out a stifled cry in answer.
I don't know what to do.
Hand over the control panel.
Huh? What are you gonna do?
Take back control.
Take back control of the logic core while it's being corrupted by ether? How?
You said that you only built an emulated control layer, right? If the central control system and Met Command are carried through the emulated control layer instead of direct authorization from the logic core, then there's still a chance.
But that'll be almost impossible unless some magic happens.
Frosty Cold Iron Witch.
Huh?
Isn't that the name you've been mocking me with? If you need some magic, don't you need a witch on your side?
Turning her words around on her.
Oh dear.
Time to cast some spells.
Yeah, and his thing with Grace, I respect. Sure, she's using personality on her machine stuff, but she's not doing it for flashiness. She's doing it for passion and actually trying to make something that works good.
Yeah. And actually, well, bestowing them with sentience instead of just making them disposable.
This is something that we should also do with more about technology. We need to make technology that less disposable and more long-lived, so to say.
Yeah.
Like, long ago you could just throw away an old computer without a worry. But now, but you still could throw away your computers in special areas. People are still afraid to do that because you may just have one rogue personnel, take a computer, the sex to repair it, and voila.
Yeah,
a lot of information
refurbished
stolen.
and, yeah.
So what did you say?
Also, just recycling of materials from that isn't better. Like, there's a lot of stuff that can't be recycled, of course, but what can be recycled should be recycled as best as possible.
Yeah.
Okay, one last obstacle.
You rang?
Just ducking underneath the laser.
Yeah, oh god. But yeah, I know how often someone repairs a computer at a disposal area and steal information. I know how common that is. It's definitely something people are afraid of. Like, I seen picture of someone thinking they solved an issue. Probably for some reason they shot with a revolver through a laptop screen.
Yeah, that's not going to do anything.
Yeah, had it shot towards the keyboards, maybe, but the screen has nothing to do with it.
Yeah, that's more just plain ignorance, I'd say, than like ignorance of how the thing actually works.
Indeed. But still,
Okay.
I would continue to shoot the computer, but the monitor is just even still to begin with. Like, so even though the logic behind is even flawed when you go for the monitor, but still, yeah. Again. Oh.
Its main control system's damaged. Now's the time. Betty, give me the control panel.
What? Here.
Cut autonomous order percentage. Switch permissions to G44. Seize fire control radar module. Change power distribution to manual. Restart energy pump. Too slow.
Its logic core is out of control. We won't make it.
Is the soft reboot button in the middle of its frame?
Yeah. Wait, you want to try a manual reboot?
Are you out of your mind? Isolate and disable weapons.
It's done.
Right here.
Oh dear. What?
What a good kid. Welcome back.
Okay, it had you there for a second, huh?
Yep.
And yeah, I think one of the reasons why Grace is so agile is because he probably has to dodge her own creations a lot of the time.
Yeah. God, that's another thing about it. All the things that you probably have the longevity of computers is less bloatware and all that.
Yeah. Company-specific launchers. After a short while, PubSec forces work together with weapon experts from the Defense Force and dispose of Witch Hunter Alpha.
Yikes, I never expected those PubSec agents to come so fast. I didn't get a chance to appreciate that kid's insulation coat as much as I would have liked. What a texture, despite all the battle damage.
You worked some real magic. You really are a witch.
Looks like Grace isn't a machine maniac with the screw loose. Her wealth of professional expertise just shows in unconventional ways.
Hey, that was rude. Do you think it's easy being a corporate technician like me? Especially considering how young I am. As an apology, I'll let you give me this cute little thing to research for a few days.
Nice try. Still.
Here's your reward. Go on, Eos. She won't hurt you.
I don't think we need a translation of that. As everyone calms down, the Three Gates Corp reps pass by with a crestfallen looking young girl.
Betty. Betty Brenda!
If you want to laugh at me, be my guest. I've got nothing to say.
Great job constructing that emulated control layer.
Huh?
The voice print conversion command was so good, I almost got fooled. Even though the incomplete data framework caused lots of operational errors and low efficiency, there's still lots of room for improvement. If you're interested in Personality OS research, I can give you some sample data from our prototype. Of course, you'll have to wait until your suspension is over and you've regained your mechanics license.
Yeah. Having a mech like that go rogue is not gonna go without some consequences.
I lost. Completely, thoroughly. Good luck with your technical collaboration, Grace Howard.
The young mechanic follows the marching units out of the hollow once more, and for just a second, her back seems to be just a little bit straighter.
You're still willing to give her sample data?
Proxy, have you heard of horsepower as a unit of measurement? It indicates how many horses would be required for an equivalent output of force. Industrial machinery usually has a horsepower of several hundred or several thousand. Don't you think this is a real boon for horses? Because these machines end up saving hundreds of them from the pain of manual labor. People are just the same. An industrial machine can save dozens of engineer teams from hollow-related danger, and a tactical mech can save several combat squads from having to face ethereals. As for me, it's not that I'm obsessed with machinery. What I'm really focused on is saving people from getting hurt inside the hollows, and sparing their families all the suffering and grief. I've destroyed so many machines in the process, several times more than any of my peers. I guess that's what makes me a witch, you know? Even if it breaks my heart, I keep sending these kids off to face their destruction. But if there were more witches like me in New Eridu's future, just a few more people willing to care for these machines and shed tears for their sacrifices, well, maybe these kids would be more willing to forgive us for what we expect of them.
Grace takes the heavy machine base back with her for checkup and repairs. Now we finally wrapped up Grace's commission. I should take Eos back to the shop and take a break. And yeah, that's the core of Grace's motivations.
Yeah, this is a good one. Again, she's not doing it for flash, she has to do it to actually be helpful.
The commission is completed successfully. You've done great, Belle. You too. We don't often get to see such a cool side of Grace. Turns out Frosty called Iron Witch isn't a degrading nickname, but an honorable title. Also, no one gets injured in the end. That's a relief. Indeed. Well, I'm curious about what you think. Should tools be just tools? Can we get attached to them? If we are nice to them so that it'll be easier for us to give up at them later, does it make us kind or heartless? Both sides have points.
Yeah, so Grace never said that she disagreed with some of the things that Betty said. We didn't see that debate really, like... Again, we think Grace doesn't do it for flashiness, she does trying to save people's lives, so she takes only things that are necessary and giving them personality will make them more easy to work with. and all
Yeah.
that.
And even leaving out the intelligence part, taking care of your tools ensures that they will last longer.
Indeed. Another reason I feel we should build computers better and all that says like the reason I kind of still like consoles is say what you will with PS5, but I actually made it so people can clean out them themselves easier without having to pay someone to do it for you.
Yeah.
And look at a computer, like you clean your computers recently. The hardest part for anyone, unless you're a pro, so I'm not even there myself to do yet, and that's to clean out the power unit.
Yeah.
And again, this is why I say we need to mature and stop being so wasteful with our technology. We need to make it easier to handle, more long-lived, and all that. Not just
Easier to
what we have now.
maintain.
Yeah, instead of we need profit, we need profit, we need profit. I swear that mentality is running out and other things. I will not be surprised due to. I'm sorry for this, folks. This annoyed me for a while. I feel like more and more there will soon be a point that we end up stopping using the internet, at least for the average folk, unless it's work related. For people will not have the patience to use the internet at some point with all the new law attempts and such. Yeah, like you say, I heard that YouTube is gonna plan to experiment due to a law that you will be locked out of your YouTube account unless you show your ID.
And the UK has something similar. And in the same day that passed, people already figured out ways to bypass it. So,
it will go worse. Some people figure out how to bypass it, but other people figure out how to make a fake.
Yeah.
And steal people's information.
Stuff like that is never going to work because, I believe this is a quote from Star Wars, or paraphrasing from Star Wars, the tighter you squeeze, the more slips through the cracks. I believe that was something that Leia said to Tarkin. But I've heard that on the UK side of that, there's already big protests happening, but maybe not on the streets, but online big protests to it happening. And people have figured out that you can just use fucking Gmod characters to get past that as well. So it doesn't even fucking function.
Oh, it gets worse. Someone was, I think, about 40, got banned for the program they used for, I thought it was on Discord, mistook him for underage.
Yeah, it just shows again that facial recognition bullshit is bullshit. Yeah. Let's see, I agree with Grace. Really? I kind of had a hunch you would think that way. Anyway, this commission has finally come to an end smoothly. Let's get some rest and get back to our routine. Take a break, and finish the story. Okay. This one I have I've completely missed out on my main account, so I'll have to do that one after this on there as well. So this is going to be a completely new one for me. Last year's wish was a pineapple bun, but this year is to grow taller. Okay. Schoolyard powerhouse. Coleda story.
Emmy, the new transfer student's gonna be sitting next to you, right?
Hey, she looks pretty cool, don't you think?
Why do we... Okay. Part of me is presuming that this is a bit of a flashback, but on the other hand...
Cool. I don't see it. Look. She's helping Molly clean the blackboard.
Okay, flashback, yeah, it looks like.
She's so nice! And so tall! She's even taller than my neighbor! And my neighbor's already 11. tall. I'm tall. So why is she in elementary school? You know what I think? I think she didn't go on to middle school 'cause she's an idiot. You damn brat! Just you wait!
Good morning, my dear human children.
Grace?
It's
No.
snack time. We've got pineapple buns today.
Okay, I actually thought that was Grace for a moment there.
Look
Why
again.
Thank you, Miss Grace.
I told you.
Okay.
It's either it is Grace or someone related to her.
Who the hell is that?
Okay, yeah, definitely flashback then.
Right. There's something else I need to tell you all.
Or... Okay. I have no clue now if this is supposed to be in the past or if this is Grace fucking with Colada.
We're having a field trip soon. We're going to Lumina Square, kids, and we're even doing a choir. So, are you
Boy.
all excited?
Wait, hold on. If this is Grace, then this may explain a lot with her, how she talks to machines and such.
Yeah. What do we have here? Colada and Grace dressed up like that? In an elementary school? She didn't send it to us by accident, then why did she? At that moment, there's a sudden knock at the door. Wes, can you get that? Says the one standing already. So, we're getting it anyways. Colada looks like... Can I laugh? Fine, I won't. Sweet, you got changed out of that uniform. Yeah, the uniform was so tight, I couldn't breathe in it. Judging by how you were acting, I'm guessing you saw the video? Yep, I did. We're not going to forward that. Anyway, it's all Anton's fault. He thinks seeing makes everything click, and sent it without my permission. But if it helps you to understand the mission a little better, that's a good thing. I'll get straight to it. I want to hire you so you can help me investigate the companion hollow inside that school. Huh? You invite Colada to the workshop and talk over specifics about the commission.
So, you both decided to infiltrate the school to investigate a hollow in disguise? I thought this was some sort of prank show.
Okay, so it is the present.
Oh, for love of... So... The video was not a flashback. Wait.
Or
Huh?
not that long ago, at least. But if you need to go into a school in a hollow, why infiltrate a non-hollow school? What are you two up to?
I never understood the point of those shows. Of course it's for official business. Okay, starting from the top. Hey, don't look bored already. I'll make it short.
Like you? Gets kicked in the shins.
Bellabog took a job to renovate that elementary school, the one you saw in the video. When construction was finished, I went to check the site and found that there was a new companion hollow nearby. The hollow is located in the abandoned parking lot just outside the construction area. It appeared recently, and if it's not contained, it might expand to the school.
Okay. When are you going to get to the part where about why you were dressed up like a school kid?
We've been talking with the school's principal. I told him it's best to report the hollow to the city administration so they could deal with it.
And you're coming to us because the city can't deal with it, aren't you?
It hasn't gotten that bad yet. From what I've seen of its size, if the association sent someone, they should be able to deal with it.
But...
But that's what's weird. The principal didn't report the hollow and didn't apply for hollow compensation either.
Okay, so the reason you two are infiltrating it is to see why the fuck.
He paid the rest of our fee the very next day. I've never seen a single client who doesn't drag their feet when it comes to payments.
It's almost as if they want to get Bellabog out of their hair.
Well, if we're going by normal industry practices, we'd have no reason to dig into this. After construction has been fully completed and inspections have been passed, Bellabog holds no responsibility for any future impact caused by hollows. Even if the hollow really did end up affecting the school, this clause can protect Bellabog from all consequences and responsibilities. However, if that really ends up happening, the students and the teachers of that school may find themselves in danger.
I get it now. And you aren't the type to just stand by and let this happen.
Give me a sec.
That's right, Belle. You hit the nail on the head, as expected. For certain reasons, Grace and I had to infiltrate the school in disguise to get access to the only entrance to the Hollow. Anton helped us find some connections, and I left the daily operations to Ben. My responsibilities, I've just been handling at night.
Now I'm kind of curious just how small hollows can get before they collapse in on themselves. Because from the sounds of it, it's, well, located, limited to that parking lot, and not like the massive ones we've seen around already.
Anyway, we finally found the opportunity we needed during the field trip to Luminous Square in a few days.
Haven't I said you can destroy a hollow if you do it early enough?
Yeah. Or if you... with the bigger ones... We talked about this before. They're basically escalating problems. Or they can escalate exponentially. Like, the bigger they get, the more people and materials are stuck inside, which then get corrupted, which leads to more ether activity, which leads to it increasing its size, leading to more stuff getting inside it to get corrupted, and repeat and repeat and repeat.
Yeah.
But now I'm curious just how small they can get.
I feel like I heard them say you can get rid of a hollow and such. But I guess if you want to do it, you need to be quick about it and all that, and make sure you destroy it before it gets reinforcement. We have learned that indeed those damn features can lead to another hollow.
Yeah. Well, they can't... Typically, hollows, or at least the larger ones, get suppressed, but there has been talk about neutralizing hollows as well. It's just that probably at some point, also probably because there are likely so many around that forces are spread thin a ton, that it is easier to suppress the larger ones and deal with the smaller ones by completely getting rid of those.
Yeah, for they haven't been grown. They probably popped out small. They haven't had enough time to grow too big. While the other ones, they may have appeared big, may have a lot of things you need to deal with. And since only these two have the needed technology to do it practically, yeah, it's gonna be rather not easy.
We've also learned that those things experience ebbs and flows in activity, like the Belay Twins Hollow. That one, it could be that it was just getting suppressed more, but it has been. We know that it has shrunk in size. We specifically had a cutscene pointing that out.
Maybe. Oh, I just realized it. Maybe the reason it shrunk is because it actually moved away a lot of its ethereals to another hollow.
That could also be a point. Like, actually, that could be the cause of ether, dips and spikes in ether activity in hollows, in that the ethereals end up going from either from the companion hollow to a different one, or to one of its parents' hollows, I think would be probably the better term, or that from ethereals from the parent end up going to the companion hollows. And well, there's basically the infinite pit that is Hollow Zero that could feed into anything.
Yeah, and here's the scary thing. If they are doing this intentionally, because there's a big chance